Well, I wonder, did you take a look at all the deals made out this morning? I think there was, so I was looking at it, the Heinz deal, the Dell deal, and the Virgin Media deal, all in the 20 plus billion-dollar range. Quite a, quite a addition to the deal making process starting this year. And it looks like, all that money that corporations are sitting on, they're going to start putting to use by buying out competition or doing something with it, which is all positive for the market. Probably positive for the market for the year. The G20, the 20 largest economies in the world, are meeting in Moscow this week. Notice you haven't heard much about that? Why is that? Why haven't we heard much about it? Maybe because it's not as important as everybody thinks it should be? I don't know. Probably because no one expects anything from it. And that's probably true. In past, G20 meetings were very much focused on by the media, but not this time. Also out this morning was some not very good economic news out of Europe, showing that their fourth quarter GDP shrank more than they thought. Definitely, the southern countries of Europe are suffering, and they continue to suffer. And I have a feeling maybe this G20 meeting, you might see a softening of their approach, of their tightening of the purse strings. Remember when they couldn't get loans, and the cost of loans for governments was so high, they tried to reduce that cost by telling the world that they're going to get more responsible in their spending. And that eventually did help reduce the cost of loans. Now that the cost of those loans are down and no one's really worrying about a breakup of the EU, now they're going to, just mark my words, they're going to start saying, well, we're going to loosen up the purse strings a little bit to try to spark economic growth. In other words, they're going to spend some more money because the cheap money is come back. And then that's going to cause another cycle of expensive money. Europe is kind of a basket case, and to be honest, we're heading in that direction. We're no different. And also this week, we're starting to see, and maybe coming out of this G20 meeting, we might hear more about it. It certainly looks like a currency war worldwide is going on to me. It's subtle. It's not, that clear, but it looks like it. And the U.S. dollar is weakening, and that's going to help our exports. It's going to help us. But every country in the world wants weaker currency so their exports will do well. Anyway, this week we had jobless claims fell sharply by 27,000 to 341,000. It looks like the job market might get improve a little bit. So that certainly is going to happen. And I don't know if you saw the statistics, but smartphones, for the first time last year, the sale of worldwide smartphones fell. For the first time last year, the sale of worldwide smartphones fell. I think it's just something to note. I'm not saying there's anything to panic or anything, but I just find that maybe we're getting closer and closer to the saturation point of smartphones. I don't know. Something we have to watch for investments and watch out for investments. Foreclosures year over year for January, as reported in January, year over year are down 28%. That's good. But California changed rules in the beginning of this year, end of last year. So what's going to happen is you're going to see foreclosures go down. And that fall of 28% in January, year over year, a lot of it is because of California's change of rules. That's going to delay foreclosures. I don't see that being a good thing. Delaying foreclosures to me doesn't seem like a good thing. And that's going to cause a short-term artificial shortage in houses, and we've already seen it. The government getting in the way of things does not really help our economy. Really doesn't. Now, were the delays or the new rules that they promulgated, are they good for the housing? There's always those unintended consequences, and frankly, I don't see anything problems with our old rules if you just enforce the old rules. But be that as it may. The market's still moving sideways with a slight bent upwards, so you still got to stay with the market.
The Invest Talk Update is a monthly briefing that gives you a snapshot of the past month's market, along with other useful perspective and information. You'll see important articles like protecting your investments against scam artists, excerpts from Steve's book, links to the month's Invest Talk talking points, plus news of upcoming Invest Talk events in your area. And it comes free each month to your email box. To get your subscription, just go to investtalk.com and click on the icon at the top of the page.